In the wake of the recent terrorist attack in Pahalgaon, India has stepped up its trade restrictions on Pakistan, taking a more aggressive stance than ever before. The Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, that is the DRI, which acts as the country's anti-smuggling watchdog under the Finance Ministry, has begun intercepting goods that originate from Pakistan but are being rerouted through third countries like the United Arab Emirates. According to a senior government official, the increased vigilance follows a fresh notification issued by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry on the 2nd of May, which formally banned the import and transit of all goods either originating in or exported from Pakistan. An official told the Indian Express even in transit consignments that may have already been on their way before the order was issued are now being brought under the scope of the ban. Under normal circumstances, such goods, especially those already at sea, are often given an exception, not anymore. Custom authorities acting on instructions have refused docking permission to suspicious vessels. One such case involved a Pakistani-flagged ship that was turned away from an Indian port. The official explained DRI is acting wherever there is even a hint of doubt. Naturally, some traders are upset and have raised concerns about financial losses, but the need for strong enforcement outweighs that. The challenge now lies in identifying Pakistani goods that arrive via third countries. Often, rules of origin certificates meant to show where a product was made aren't sufficient. The official further stated, we are relying more on detailed inspections, including packaging labels, which sometimes expose the true source. One area under particular scrutiny is the influx of dates and dry fruits. It is suspected that these items are entering India under the guise of being UAE origin goods. The official added, we have raised this with the UAE government. They have claimed that they also produce these items locally and share data to back it up. Still, our tightened protocols act as a deterrent and send a clear signal to all trade partners. This isn't the first trade clampdown between the two nations. Just days before the new ban, India shut down the integrated checkpost at Atari, which is the last direct land trade link, on the 24th of April, effectively halting cross-border commerce. That move alone impacted trade worth over 3,800 crore rupees. According to the Global Trade Research Initiative, as much as $10 billion worth of Indian goods are reaching Pakistan via transshipment hubs, sidestepping direct routes. Bilateral trade between India and Pakistan has fluctuated sharply in recent years, especially after the 2019 Pulwama terror attack. Trade volumes plummeted from 4,370 crore rupees in 2018-19 to just 2,257 crore rupees by 2022-23. However, last year saw a rebound to 3,886 crore rupees, which is the highest in 5 years before the new restrictions took effect. Cargo volumes have followed the same downward trend, shrinking from nearly 50,000 consignments in 2018-19 to fewer than 4,000 by 2022-2023. In dollar terms, India and Pakistan trade now hovers around $2 billion annually, which is a far cry from the $37 billion potential that the World Bank once estimated. For perspective, India's total trade volume exceeds $430 billion, while Pakistan's stands at about $100 billion. The sharp decline marks a dramatic reversal from the optimism of the late 1990s when India granted Pakistan most favored nation status in 1996, hoping to foster economic cooperation. Pakistan never reciprocated, and following the Pulwama attack in 2019, India officially revoked the MFN status. Now, with the latest round of trade crackdowns and a visible shift in India's enforcement policy, any semblance of economic normalization between the two neighbors appears increasingly distant.